You know, astrology is not this rigid structure that you have to follow to get your life right. Instead, it's a portal through which you can see the themes that have repeated in your life, the themes that you might want to keep because they've worked really well, and the themes that you might want to let go of. We have an eclipse on September the 21st. It's the second eclipse in the eclipse cycle, which started 2 weeks ago with the lunar eclipse in Pisces. And now here we are at the second new moon in Virgo of the last 28 days. This one is a solar eclipse. So this particular new moon, being a solar eclipse, it has more energy. It has more focus on the energy of Virgo too, because it's happening at the 29th degree of Virgo, which is the anaretic degree of a sign, the final degree, the culminating moment right before the sun moves from a sign into the next sign. So all the energy of Virgo is building right now, the energy of wanting to have systems, to be practical, to get our health right, to get our schedules in a good place. And you might have noticed over this last month, you may have made some changes in your schedule. You might have started exercising. You might have changed your clothes, changed your hairstyle. You might have, come up with a new plan for dropping off the kids or picking up the kids. Whatever it is, you want to keep going with that new system, because Virgo loves systems and it loves to help us get those things in place to become habits before we move into the sign of Libra. We also have the beginning of fall. We have the autumn equinox, which starts on the 21st as well in the sign of Libra after the new moon moves from 29 degrees of Virgo to 1 degree of Libra. So let's look at where we can release this during this new moon. The energy of this eclipses last 18 months into the future. Okay, so whatever you're letting go of now, or whatever is leaving your life ending now, it's big. It's a big deal. Some things we have no control over. Our health changes. We have to move for whatever reason. There are changes, new beginnings and endings. That's happening now naturally on its own, those that we can't control. But then there are those we can intend. And that's what I want to focus on for the horoscopes for this particular eclipse, just to help you either do some journaling or to actually release the stuff out of your house, or let go of the relationship or whatever it is that it's time to move on from. Let's start with the sign of Aries, and you want to look at your rising sign and your sun sign. And I'm focusing on the house of your chart, that where this eclipse is happening, where you're going to feel the most energy of this eclipse concentrated. And houses have themes to them, okay? If you want to know where this eclipse is affecting you in particular, you want to look at your own astrology chart and see where 29 degrees of Virgo is in your chart. If you don't know how to create a chart of your own, please let me know. I want to make a video that shows us all how to do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to be focusing on where this eclipse is landing and what you might be experiencing, okay? So, sun or rising in Aries. Release the need to do everything yourself, Aries, and you know what I'm talking about. You feel, it's not like you want to do it all yourself, it's that you feel like you have to do it all yourself. And it's also not that you're bad at doing it all yourself, it's just that you throw yourself into something and you forget to ask for help. And I want to remind you, you can ask for help. And in fact, you need to ask for help. That old pattern of feeling burdened by doing it all yourself and getting overextended in your care for others is done. We are letting go of that now, and we're making space for new systems that truly support Aries' natural energy. Okay, Taurus. Let go of the pressure to keep every creative project perfect. You have this perfectionism streak in you already, and with this solar eclipse in Virgo, it has been heightened over the last month. And this eclipse is asking you to release comparing yourself to anyone, including past versions of yourself, Taurus. Letting go of that compare and despair cycle is just going to bring so much energy back to you and remind you that your own voice is enough. Gemini, release the weight of family patterns or family expectations that no longer serve you or that no longer are useful in any way. You're ready to begin in the present with your own definition of yourself, with your own vision for yourself. That you're setting off on the new, renewed path of your life, having let go of any expectations that anyone else, past, present, or future, might have for you, Gemini. And it's really important you do that, because you're going to find that you have a new sense of home and a sense of home within yourself, because this is a brand new season for you, Gemini. I'm so excited. Cancer, let go of self-doubt around the way that you express yourself, Cancer. You are really good at saying what you mean and meaning what you say. And this eclipse is clearing out any fears you have about speaking your truth in public. Now, some of you have no fears at all. But a lot of Cancers can be very introverted and feel like, maybe I shouldn't say that. Well, this is your invitation to say it, Cancer, to say what you mean, to not doubt yourself or second guess your words, because your words have the power to heal. Leo, please release attachments to outdated values around money and self-worth. It's time to see your worth as inherent. You came in here with worth. You came in here being valued. And you need to feel that too. Your self-worth is not tied to anyone's validation, not your parents, not your spouse, not your kids, no one, only to your own validation of yourself. And you really want to look at those places where you tell yourself stories of not being good enough, especially around what you're allowed to earn. Virgo, for this eclipse, you're invited to release outgrown identities, outgrown roles that you've played. Let go of perfectionism, Virgo. You can let go of, taking care of others or over caring for others, Virgo, and just step into this new version of yourself with grace. Libra, release old subconscious fears that hold you back and keep you playing small in your life, Libra. This eclipse is clearing out those patterns, and so that you can reclaim inner peace in your life, Libra, which you so deserve and need. Scorpio, it's time to let go of friendships and groups that no longer feel aligned with who you are now. And some of these friendships, it's probably come to light that they actually don't value you the way you thought they did, right? They don't see you the way you are now. They might have you pigeonholed into some place in the past that you have long outgrown, Scorpio. So it's time to release all of those people and to focus on rebuilding new community, authentic community. Sagittarius, release outdated career goals and roles that don't fit. Are you doing something that you don't really love? Are you doing something that maybe you had a plan to do something else and you just ended up here? The eclipse is clearing the path so that you can get back to what you really want to be doing, to really claim the leadership of your own life, Sagittarius, and to do the work that feels the most authentic to you. Capricorn, You got to let go of those limiting beliefs about what's possible for you in your life. You have created such rigid structure that sometimes you don't even see how limited your beliefs are. And this eclipse is really helping you release this narrow thinking patterns, and to trust the adventure of your soul's bigger picture. Aquarius, release the need to control the outcomes in deep emotional or financial bonds. So chances are you have deep connections with people in your life around money, around emotions. It's probably family or significant others, and you want to release your desire to control how these things work out, to trust the process instead, Aquarius. And this eclipse is clearing out some of these old entanglements, and instead to work on building healthier trust with people and yourself, which is more aligned with who you are now. And Pisces, let go of patterns in relationships that blur your boundaries. Boundaries and setting boundaries, holding boundaries is very crucial for Pisces, because the energy loves to merge and just tends to merge with whoever you're around. So you need to be really mindful of that. And setting boundaries, holding them, is going to become even more important for you, Pisces. And this eclipse is helping you release any feelings about that, any worries about that, and any ways that you have self-sacrifice, Pisces. Sometimes you just end up doing that without meaning to. The eclipse is saying no more of that stuff. We're going to step into a balanced and reciprocal relationships with people now. Balanced and reciprocal is what you want to feel, Pisces, going forward. Okay, everyone, thanks for hanging with me during this eclipse. And let me know in the comments if this resonated for you and how you're feeling during this eclipse season. And I'd appreciate it if you just go ahead and drop your astrology sign in the comments below. And I'm Jennifer Lakshmi Dove of Dove Light Astrology. And if you would like personalized guidance, all of my readings are on sale, 30% off for the duration of this eclipse cycle, and you can find the link below. As always, thank you so much for being here. If you're not a subscriber yet, please consider subscribing. It helps the YouTube algorithm to recommend this video to more people. And I will see you again soon.